Well, a nice finish to July across much of central and eastern Kentucky. Only exception being a few counties down along the Kentucky-Virginia border here. A little boundary yet again today, just like yesterday, helping to fuel a few isolated cells. Otherwise, it was great because we've had that north wind bringing in drier air, and it's been warm, not hot air, and that's what we're going to see as we kick off August coming up on Tuesday. And yes, once again, some wildfire smoke may drift back in here for the midweek, and muggy with storm chances coming back a little bit later on in the week. Max AC radar, of course, quiet most locations. We've had a few little cells popping through parts of Perry, southern Knott, into Letcher, and southern Pike County, right along a little boundary again with the warmth of the afternoon, but the rest of the area looking good. We've had a mix of clouds and sunshine, just a few fair weather cumulus clouds, and those will begin to diminish here over the next hour or two. Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD Camera Network, Richmond EKU, a nice warm 84, but it feels really good. We've got that north wind at 5 to 10, and those dew points way down compared to where they were at the end of last week. Low and mid 80s, looking good and feeling good. In fact, as we have shown you plenty of times over the last several weeks, dew points, great measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. When you're in the low, mid, upper 70s like the end of last week, it's just oppressive out. When you get this in late July and early August, upper 50s and low to mid 60s, that feels good, and you can thank high pressure for that. Clockwise flow around it, so as it begins to drift to the east, we'll see more of a northeast wind. You know where the air is coming from, eastern Canada, and that means more haze and potential smoke across the area. More on that in a second. Overnight, nice and quiet. Good evening to get out and enjoy it. Feels good out there. And speaking of, out the door tomorrow morning, how about upper 50s to right around 60? And I think tomorrow kind of a carbon copy of today with low to mid 80s. The aforementioned smoke, check it out with the Futurecast here. It's light, but then as we head into late tomorrow and into the early part of Wednesday, you see some of that yellow and orange filling in, especially Lexington eastward and off to the north. So hazy sunshine may be back in the mix, but we stay in the comfy zone until Thursday. That's when we start to see that area of high pressure off to our northeast. That southerly flow begins to pick up. So we're good on Wednesday, still looking at mid 80s. I think that haze will probably hold temperatures down a bit, and then with some rain around, moisture riding up and over the warm front here, that's going to hold our temperatures down into the low 80s. And then again, rolling through the late week and into the upcoming weekend here. Again, we're not looking at a washout. It'll be pretty typical conditions for early August as those temperatures climb back closer to average. So 7-day forecast here, kicking off August in style tomorrow, mid 80s, a hazy sunshine for Wednesday, and then you'll need the rain gear on occasion Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming weekend. As mentioned, afternoon highs creeping back into the upper 80s.